And we're back after taking a little bit of a short break there. We're coming back with the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Natalya versus Charlotte Flair. I will tell you that honestly, I had been pushing for Natalya to win the Women's Championship for a while. It almost seemed as if she was being pushed out to pasture around WrestleMania 29 when Total Divas started, and Natalya really became the star of that show. And it seemed like every time, a year would roll around, she was being pushed out around the time of WrestleMania 31. She wasn't even wrestling again. She was just sort of managing Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. And then she really just started breaking out on her own and just kept pushing and pushing and pushing to the point where, they had to give her this run. And it's hard to believe how long it's been since she was really on top of the women's division. She's always been one of the best women's wrestlers that they've had there, and I think this is a great way to really reward her for all of the time that she's been there. I'm not quite sure how much longer Natalya is going to be in WWE. I know that Tyson Kidd just took sort of a backstage role. I don't know if that's only for the purposes of keeping him and Natalya on Total Divas, or if that was something to keep him involved in the WWE, or maybe it's just one of those sort of hush jobs because of how everything went down with the injury when he wrestled against Samoa Joe. I will say that honestly, I'm picking against Natalya in the match at Hell in a Cell, just for the fact that I think that Charlotte, I know not everyone can be on top forever, but Charlotte, to me, honestly, I got used to her being the queen of the women's division on the Monday Night Raw brand. And her going over to SmackDown, I thought was her going to be grabbing the title over there and sort of taking it to the new heights that the Raw one did with Sasha Banks and Bayley and all the girls over there. Charlotte, I don't think has been used to quite 100% of her as her potential. She's came out and basically said that she doesn't want to wrestle as a babyface. She's almost, becoming the new Randy Orton, saying that it's not as fun. I think that honestly, Charlotte as the heel is 10 times better. In the opening of this video, I talked about, the WWE Starrcade event, which is only going to be a house show in Greensboro. This match is actually supposed to happen there as well. I honestly would not be heartbroken if this ended up not being where Charlotte took the title from Natalya, and it would happen on that Starrcade show. We all know what the Flairs mean to the Carolinas. We all know what the Flairs mean to Starrcade. And honestly, in my opinion, if they wanted to sort of push that to become a Thanksgiving tradition in the Greensboro and North Carolina area, is to have that house show there as well as calling it Starrcade. I think that would definitely give the fans something to send them home happy, with Charlotte winning the championship there and giving them a moment that definitely everyone's going to be talking about in the world of professional wrestling. Because, every once in a while, house shows do have championship title matches, but it's very rarely that it does happen. This seems like it's going to be a show that is a little bit more than a normal house show for WWE. It's to the point where I wish that I was able to watch it. I wish that it would be a network special, much like the Madison Square Garden show or the Beast from the East, Brock Lesnar in Japan show that went down. There's a whole bunch of specialty matches that go on there, and I think that, Charlotte versus Natalya, with Charlotte going over, could be one for the ages. So I'm looking forward to this at Hell in a Cell, but I'm wishing that I was a part of that Starrcade show as well. Take Charlotte for the win, but we'll see what happens.